This is your daily flexibility routine. I'm Dr. Bart Coleman.
I'm Dr. Mohammed Dalal, and I'll be performing modifications for those of you that can't get on the ground or are stuck at your desk at work.
This program is designed for all levels of flexibility. The program should take about 15 minutes and cover all muscle groups from head to toe.
And you can follow along with this video or download the PDF at balancesolutionshealthcare.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email us or contact our office.
We're going to start today's program with neck flexibility. So you're going to take your right hand, put it over your head, put your left hand on the ground, and pull away gently, taking deep breaths.
And for those of you that can't get on the ground, we're going to do it right here in the chair. So you'll grab the bottom of your chair, and take your right hand and pull your neck.
This works your trapezius muscles, your SCM. If you want some extra stretch, you can look away from your hand that's down. And then after about 30 seconds and some deep breaths, you're going to switch, put your left hand over your head and stretch down. For an extra pull, if you're holding on to the chair, you can grab that chair and provide it a little extra additional leverage to the side. Good. You're going to switch around to open up your back. You're going to grab your hands together and you're going to pull towards the floor, taking a deep breath, trying to reach the floor. Don't arch your back too much, and take a deep breath and blow it out. This stretches the pec muscles in the fronts. You're squeezing your scapulas together and reaching towards the floor. Hold this for about 30 seconds. Great. Now you're going to switch into a forward position, and you're going to reach forward towards the edge of the mat, taking a deep breath in, feeling the stretch through your mid-back, taking a deep breath in and blowing it out. The next position we'll switch to is you're going to keep your hands there. Your hips are going to be over your knees, and you're going to try to take your middle of the back through the floor, stretching your latissimus dorsi muscles and pushing down, trying to maintain that position, reaching forward just a little bit more. You're going to do a total of 5 deep breaths. Number 3, trying to arch that back, bowing it with your chest towards the floor. Great. Next position. We're going to put the left hand under the shoulder. You're going to extend your right hand and you're going to look away. You're pushing the shoulder into the ground to feel that stretch of the pec. I feel it best at about 90 degrees. You're tilting your weight down through the shoulder. Make sure you take a deep breath and blow it out. Then you're going to go to the other side and you're going to look away, stretching that pec and pushing that shoulder, that left shoulder into the ground. Great. Now, the next position is the upward facing dog. You're gonna put your hands underneath your shoulders. You're gonna get as tall as you can, pushing your weight, trying to relax the pelvis, trying to relax the glute muscles as well. And then you're going to return to the floor and push up and take another deep breath for your second repetition, your head as tall as you can, almost as similar to a seal, but relax the glute muscles and the hamstrings. Even if you can put a little shake to them to try to get some mobility, and then return to the floor. Another lift up, relaxing the glutes. And then another time down. And a deep breath. Good. The next exercise after the downward dog, so you're going to transition to your back. You're going to bring your knees to your chest. And you're trying to find that stretch to let that back release and go. You'd like to feel the stretch from your mid-back down to your belt line. Point your toes. You can let your feet go to the ground. Take a deep breath, arch your back. Release your back and bring your knees back up to the chest. And then return your feet to the floor. Arch your back and take a deep breath. And bring your knees to your chest the last time. Great. Now you're going to sit up. And you're going to put your knees, we're going to do a hip swivel, and you're going to do a series of 10 swivels, trying to keep your knees inside your leg and your foot. Take a deep breath and try to turn these hips inside and out. You're also going to feel the stretch through your abdomen. Switch to the other side. This hip swivel stretches the lower back as well as the psoas and the hips. Try and get those knees all the way to the floor if possible. Final time. Stretches your QL muscles. You're going to drop your knees to one side, trying to keep your shoulders on the ground, opening up, dropping your knee all the way to the floor if possible. This tick-tock position goes from side to side, keeping your feet on top of each other, and taking a deep breath and bringing the feet to the other side. This daily stretching routine is fantastic for the back and the spine, as well as releasing stress. The next exercise, bring your right foot and hook it over the left knee and bring your knee towards your chest, pulling that knee to the opposite shoulder towards your left shoulder. Taking a deep breath and blowing it out. You can add a PNF or component by pushing your knee against your hands, and you'll feel that contraction in the right glute. Back to your chest. And push your knee against your hands. Again, knee to the opposite shoulder. You'll feel that stretch through your glute, and then you're going to contract that glute by pushing against your hands. And you're going to switch sides, put that right foot back on the floor, bring that left foot up, hook it behind the knee, grab your left knee and pull that knee towards your shoulder, keeping your head relaxed on the floor and your shoulders back. And then provide that pressure against the, and then pull it forward again. And then pressure against. Pull the knee towards that right shoulder. And some final resistance against. Great. Now you're going to sit up. And we're going to do the hip swivel. What we're going to do is try to place your right knee out and your left knee inside your right foot. And then you're going to switch and swivel. You'll do this as fluidly as possible from side to side once you find that position and that spacing. Deep breath. And switch. You'll feel a stretch through the spine, through the psoas and hip flexors, and through the hips themselves. This will help improve your hip mobility. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get into a lower seat squat position. And our goal is to go as deep as you can with your knees behind your toes. And you're going to push up and round into a pike position, reaching forward toward the floor. You're going to round up. Take a deep breath. And then drop back down into the pike position. And then drop into that squat again. Deep breath. Suck your stomach in, round that back. Reach towards the floor. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. And then extend tall, trying to move each vertebrae at a time as you extend upward. Great. One final squat. Now we're going to switch to the right foot forward into a lunge position. The next position we're getting in a right forward kneeling or lunge position. You want to put your hands inside the knee and try to push your knee off of the ground, getting as low as possible. If you can only go to here, that is fine. You're going to extend out, feeling that stretch through the groin, trying to push the elbows into the ground. Take a deep breath. Try to find that angle that works best to stretch. Then you're going to extend, you're going to drop your left knee to the ground, and you're going to get in a tall kneel position. You're going to reach over your head and lean to the left, trying to stretch out the oblique muscles through the side. Take a deep breath. Then you're going to get into a frog position. You're going to drop your knees down. You're going to try to sit between your feet, and you're going to try to drop your glutes to the floor. Each time trying to spread and drop a little bit further. A little bouncing here is okay, but not too much. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch and we're gonna put your left foot into that lunge position. You're gonna extend your right leg down. When you get in a comfortable position, you're gonna push that foot up. Try to extend that knee off of the ground. And take a deep breath. You can feel this stretch in the left hamstring. As you drop that down, try to put both elbows on the ground, or again, you can go to this easier position. Then you're gonna drop your right knee to the ground. Set up as tall as you can, and as you take a deep breath and bring that left hand over the head, stretching out the muscles on the left side. We're almost done. We're going to return to the frog position. Sitting up tall, taking a deep breath, trying to stretch those groin muscles. Now we're going to return to the squat position. The final stretch is the squat and pike. You're going to grab your toes and extend up tall, stretching the back of your hamstrings, grabbing and using that as leverage, trying to extend then as tall as you can, drop back, letting those vertebrae separate, grabbing your toes, and going back into a squat position. We're almost done, so we're going to reach all the way up and then extend tall, pulling the shoulders back, and then return a final time. Squat. Thank you for your time. Have a strong and flexible day.